Hello, beautiful people. It's Dr. John here, and welcome to day 17. 1, 7, 5, 10, 15, 17. So, 17 days in. Congratulations. Give yourself a big pat on the back. These challenges, they're relatively easy, they're gentle, they're grounded, they're compassionate. But you have to make a choice whether you do them or not, just like you have to make a choice to do anything. And so, when you're, undertaking this challenge, what's coming up? Are you journaling? Are you talking to your partner, family members, friends about this little journey that you've started and why it's important to you? Have you involved them in it? The feelings and the emotions that are coming up are all part of that journey, and each of the challenges are designed to basically exponentially raise your connection, increase your connection, change your energy with your heart space. And you're doing them one after the other after the other. Do you realise that? Are you feeling that? And if you are, that's great. If you're not, that's fine. It's your journey in your time. And so the challenges, they're not challenges. They're things that you need to do to connect with your heart space. And it's a choice. It's always a choice. Yesterday I spoke about people sending me in messages, and I spoke to a few people about how they didn't have time, and I just spoke to a good friend of mine before, and she was saying that, look, I haven't, watched your last few. Oh my God, I'm so busy. I've just been flat out. It's hectic. And then she laughed and said, well, the irony's not lost on me that I'm the one that should be actually watching all of them. And we laughed. And that's what it's about. And some beautiful stories in regards of random acts of kindness for strangers, paying for people's groceries in shopping centres, helping people with stuff out and about in the community. Just really lovely. But these aren't just one-off acts. They get incorporated into your life. If you're financially able to help someone, pay for something, then fantastic. And, you feel good about doing that, and you want to do it, then do it. Helping people with things, providing support for folks is beautiful. You do what you're comfortable with, what feels right for you when you're doing that. And you do it in a safe environment as well, because you're learning to trust yourself again. Pardon me. And so, when you're doing these acts of kindness, beautiful. Keep doing them and keep those feelings. You don't necessarily have to post everything on Facebook or Insta or Snap or whatever and showcase it to the world. You do it with the knowing and the feeling that you're doing what is right for you, because you're being authentically you. And you like that. It makes you feel good about yourself. Whether, people are watching or not, or whether someone says thank you, is totally irrelevant. You're doing what you know is helping someone else. And some of the responses from people who actually reached out to friends and said, I love you. I really appreciate your help and support through everything, that they've been experiencing with things that are going on in the world and in their lives. I'm not going to go into detail about what that is, because a lot of it's really personal. But the messages that I've been receiving and speaking to people have been about, the reactions, people not expecting that, And that's the thing, when you actually tap into your heart space and you're coming from a place of compassion and love, and you say to someone, look, I don't say this enough, or I haven't even said it at all. I really appreciate you for you, and your help and your support. And when you did this or said this or whatever it was, they've lit up something within them. It's just basically, oh, thank you, and then it's taken the relationship and the friendship to a deeper place, a deeper knowing, a deeper understanding. And that's how you build relationships, stronger bonds. And you do that with your partners and your family members as well. Speaking to your children with compassion and love and respect about everything. Not just the great stuff, but the stuff that you're struggling with as well. And just say, I need your love and support now. I'm going through a hard time. I'm dealing with this, this, and this. I don't mean you just deluge them with everything. You don't sit down with a 6-year-old and have that conversation. But when your children are old enough to understand and comprehend, you can have that level of interaction. It's really important. And, have you been outside today? Yesterday? Did you take your shoes off when you went to the beach? When you were out in the park? Did you feel the grass? Are you actually gifting yourself an opportunity to connect with your heart? Are you? A lot of you are. And a lot of you are saying that you haven't got the time to get out there and do it, which is great. Because why aren't you? Are you chained literally to your desk, to your workplace, to the wherever it is that you believe? Or is that chain coming out of here? The chain that says, I don't have enough time. I have to get this done. I need to get that done. Here. Start feeling and showing yourself some self-compassion and some self-love, because you're worthy of nothing less. But you have to believe that too. And today's challenge is a beautiful one. I don't know if you can do it all today, but it's watching a sunrise and a sunset on the same day. And you can do that. There are apps. You can have a look on the weather apps and stuff on your phone or online or whatever on the paper. What time the sun rises where you are, what time the sun sets. For those of you that don't go outside, try it. Connect into the space. Be there. Find a spot where you can see the sunset. And where I am, it's beautiful because the beach is right here. And so when the sun sets in the west, there are just beautiful sunsets. Okay? Absolutely glorious, depending on the conditions. And so, I know when I go to a particular spot up at the beach, which is only a few minutes away, you're guaranteed beautiful sunsets. And I know with the sunrise, which is just over my left shoulder right here, I can see that too. Not the same vista, but I can get up and I can see it rising. Okay? And so you find your spots that work for you and get up in the morning. I know it might be a shock to your system to have to get up at 5:30 or 5 o'clock or whatever the time is, and go to a spot and watch the sunrise and feel into that. Do your breathing and experience what's going on at that time in the morning. The sounds, the smells, all of it. And the same with the sunset when you go there. So when I go there up to the beach, the sand, take my shoes off and just sort of sit in the sand or go for a walk and watch it and listen to the water and just really ground myself and feel and give thanks for the privilege of actually being there to experience it, because it's beautiful. So you're feeling it, you're opening up your heart space to the moment, being in the moment. Now, you can Google sunrises and sunsets and you can watch them on a big screen. You can, program your 50, 60, 80-inch TV set to have both. It's not the same. Get out and do it. And watch it and experience it and let yourself experience it. It's the experience. It's dropping out of here and dropping into here and opening your heart up. It's that connection. And so in my programs, I take people through a hidden heart diamond. And at the very top of the diamond is your connection to source, your connection to universe, to spirit, to God. And so all of creation, the multiverses and everything else, there's an energy to it. So being a part of that, we're just a tiny speck, remember, minuscule. So going out there and being a part of that in regards of, your space, your spot, your place in that just massive multiverse. It's just unbelievable. And be present in the moment and give thanks. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you, Universe, for this beautiful sight, for what I'm a part of. Have that connection. It's really important. And another part of the hidden heart diamond is your connection to your inner child. So when you were a kid, when you actually watched a sunset or a sunrise, you might have done it with your parents, you might have done it at a school camp. Just the excitement around that. Really important, you're connecting into your inner child. As well as on the other side of the diamond, your heart. You're opening up your heart to the feelings and experiencing it at a deeper level. It's really powerful. And so that's part of this journey, opening yourself up. And so for all those people that aren't finding the time, I get it. I used to live that life where I literally worked 18 to 20 hours a day, 6 days a week. And it's really not worth it. It's just my experience. You might love it up until the day you have a heart attack or a stroke. There's more to life than that. There's a reason why you're doing that as well, because you don't need to do that. You really don't. So feel into your heart space about who you truly are and open that up. That's what this is about. You finding your authentic self, being true to yourself. And today's challenge: watch a sunrise and a sunset on the same day. Won't be today because you're watching this now, so you've already missed the sunrise. But if you get a chance to see the sunset, great. And then when you do get opportunities in the future, get up and watch it. Both of them. If you can do them on the same day, even better. And if you can't, what's stopping you? What's really stopping you? Okay. So stay safe, keep smiling, and sunrise and sunset time. Bye, folks.